another thing that we wish to add over here. The first one is the header, and the second one is writing something about it. So in the header part, all we are going to do, so we need to copy this thing from here. First of all, copy these things. We will be using both these classes, both these tags into all those 4 places those we have created. So the first one is know about us, the second one is now that we have used this text align with this particular block wrapper class, you can see it over here that we have put this text align center. So in that particular case, each and every of these individual items, those individual elements, those will be aligned into the central position. This is the second case. Now if we get back to our project and reload, now we can see that this will be the result. And another thing, we have intentionally provided a height of 200 pixels to this particular container class. So we need to modify them. There it goes. Come back and reload, and you can see that everything is right into the order, exactly into the place where it should have been. So we have successfully created this 4 particular grid section. Now let's talk about this customization. This is the next thing that we are about to do over here. You can see that those are practically been using the default font size and everything which is default in this particular case. So in the first case, all we can do, we may reduce the size of this font width by changing this particular H2 classes into something else like H3 or H4. You may reduce the font size of those headers anytime. But what about if we wish to make some overall changes over here? So press F12, select each and individual icons, and you can see that this is the I class, large material icons. We are practically using large material icons over here as we have specified in this particular case. In case of large, it will be using a 6 REM. In case of medium, so let's change all those particular large classes into this medium class first. Then we need to observe the changes into the small class, and we need to observe the changes into this tiny class. So let's get back. Here comes the medium. Copy. Now if we get back to our project and reload, this will be the change here. This is the thing that we are about to see. This is the medium class, and it is right now using a font size of 4 EM as been described over here. In the similar manner, if we use here small or tiny, then the output will be a little different. So we can see that we can practically modify the size of these individual icons over here with the usage of these particular classes like this medium or this small. For say, let's observe the output, what happens if we use small icons over here. You can see we have changed this class into small. So if we get back to our project and reload, now we can see that we are practically using a font size of 2 REM. There it goes. So let's revert it back to the original size that we are practically using here, the large one. Press Ctrl S, get back to your project and reload, and you can see the font size is now back to 6 REM again. Now the very first thing that we are going to do, we are going to put a margin over all over this place. That means it will be taking up a margin from the top. So let's get back to our project and into this stylesheet.css. In the very first case, all we are going to do, we are going to use a margin top of for say 1 REM, and close the code inspector panel, reload, and you can see that a margin is being now provided over here, and every rest of those things, those are right into its places. So now let's change the color that being used over here. For say we are going to change this font color into a teal one. In that particular case, we need to get back to index.html, and here we may put this one, this teal text, same thing should be used everywhere. Reload, and you can see that the text color is now changed into teal one of this particular individual I-class icons, those being used over here. In the next case, we need to change these font sizes over here. So in that particular case, as I have specified, that you may use a separate header class over here, such as if you use this h4 tag instead of h2. There it goes. Reload, and you can see that everything is right into its spot. The size is now a little bit of less, but still if you wish to have some more changes into it, then you need to create some additional specs over here. You need to create some additional customization in this particular case. So in the very first case, remove this background color that we have provided in case of this block wrapper. Let's remove it from here. Press Ctrl S, get back to your project and reload, and you can see that this will be the result. If you wish to increase that margin top, increase it. So in the next case, we need to make some more modification. We'll be seeing how to make some customizations into this particular header tags. We will be reducing the size a little more to something else. So this is the thing that we are going to do in the next.